test contract, see if he can still play.
Yeah. Well, we've talked a whole lot of basketball in this first hour. Actually, that's all we've talked about pretty much is
We talked some
basketball.
golf.
We sprinkled in some golf and some football and some
Yeah.
baseball. But games to watch and my game to watch for tonight. We're broadcasting this Wednesday tonight at 8, right?
Yes.
Okay. While this broadcast starts, we're going to be going up against the 2011 National Hockey League Stanley Cup
I
Finals.
know, but we're in Arkansas. Not very many people.
Yeah,
Not
not
very
very many
many
people's
people.
going to watch the finals. I'm
Yeah,
going to watch it. I don't know about you guys.
I probably will.
No, probably
I'll
not.
probably watch it.
Honestly.
I'll probably pick up the third period if it's close.
The third period, if it's close. Here's the thing. It starts tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's 7 o'clock p.m. here. Um, the Canucks. Let's see. It's going to be at Vancouver, and that's good for Vancouver considering. How much have you guys even watched of this? That's what I want to know.
None
Like
at all.
5 minutes at the first game. I told my
So,
brother, "Hey, John, I'm gonna watch part of the NHL Finals." And I watched those 5 minutes. And I'm like, "Hey, dude, didn't I tell you I was gonna watch part of the finals?"
well, I've watched a majority of. I mean, I've watched parts of almost every game, and the good thing about this last game is that this is good for NHL because I went to 7 games. Anytime a series goes to 7 games, it's good for a
Any
sport.
sport, yeah.
Yeah, but when the series was in Boston, the Bruins outscored the Canucks 17-3, and that includes in Game 3, Bruins won 8-1. In Game 4, 4-0. In Game 6, 5-2. And it's been one of those. Like it started off, the Canucks won both the first 2 games, and everybody was thinking, "Oh well, here we go, get ready for a sweep," you know. And then the Bruins just explode the next 2 games, scoring 12 points in both of them, and then they've managed to come back in Game 6. And well, actually, they didn't come back; they destroyed Luongo. Score when I was like, I'm gonna watch Game 6, and I got home a little late, and I turned it on, and it was 4-0, and I was like, oh wow, you know, it's
Wait,
like
wait. How's the NHL Finals format? Is that a 2-2-1-1-1 or is that 2-3-2?
honestly, I don't know. I'll have to.
Well, who? Where was the game at? Where was Game 6 at?
Game 6 was at Boston.
Okay, so it is a 2-2-1-1-1 because it's in Vancouver tonight, right?
Yeah, it is 2-2-1-1-1. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I like that format a lot better.
yeah, because the first 2 were in Vancouver.
It's
Game
more
5.
fair.
Yeah, I like that. I dig that. But I mean, really, considering how much we really care for hockey, there's not much to say.
Yeah.
I am going to watch it tonight. I'm going to watch as much as I can because I expect it to be competitive. But the thing I like about hockey is that those stadiums are so loud. I mean, and they're always packed.
Well, everybody's like drunk off like 3 bottles of vodka while they're watching them because all of them are Russian. So
Well, especially in Vancouver because it's Canada and hockey's like Jesus there.
yeah, and it's in like the legal age to drink like 14 or something like that.
I don't even know. But I mean, if you watch that, I mean, when
Gosh.
I watched game 1 and the Canucks scored that goal, it was just like, I mean, they scored their goal, the only goal of the game. That place erupted. I mean, it was just like, I was sitting there, I was like, wow, that's one of the last. I mean, there've only been a few times when I was like, wow, that was really loud. It was that time, and then when Roy Halladay threw that no hitter last year in the playoffs, and he threw that last strike, and the whole place just exploded. And
I felt American Airline Arena was pretty loud during what was it, Game 5 of the finals of Dallas's arena.
yeah, I mean, hey, go shut her up, man. Um, I'm just that's why I like hockey because
The
I like
crowd
that. I
reactions,
like the atmosphere.
atmosphere. There you go.
I really do, and I'm trying to get into hockey. I
It's
mean,
hard.
it is what really tweaked my interest was like the Olympics last year. That's what
Oh yeah.
wanting to watch it, and I don't know. I'm trying. It's one of those things that it's going to take time to even get into. You know,
Yeah.
uh, I still think hockey's a cool thing for people to watch.
I
It's
do think hockey's a cool sport, but
different, and that's why I like it.
yeah. I mean, but like I don't know why I just never want to watch it. There's no, it doesn't appeal, I
Well,
guess.
it's kind of hard to watch sometimes because it seems like they're never going to score. It's kind of like soccer. Like sometimes you just feel like wow, they're never going to score. Every time someone gets the ball close to the net, someone
Okay,
kicks
there are really good soccer games. I've seen some really good soccer games in my time, but and there's also some really dreadful games. Like it's just like you don't know what you're gonna get. Like in basketball, if you watch a game, usually it's gonna be a really good game, whether it's good defense or good offense. Um, but then in hockey, like usually, like the really like good defensive games aren't don't get that much appreciation because they're extremely boring.
Yeah,
It just seems like a bunch of guys running around with the puck flying all over the place.
yeah,
It's just
basically that's what it is. And like every time that it even gets close to the net, someone gets either smoked or the puck.
gets
You know,
cleared. That's
the goalie sits on the puck and you have to wait for a face off. And
yeah, another commercial break. Yeah.
yeah. Tanner, how do you feel about hockey? I'm interested in your opinion.
I feel like it's soccer on ice with instead of
It's
using
soccer
I
on
do
ice.
like
skating.
hockey more than well, I wouldn't say I like okay, yes I do. I like soccer. I mean hockey more than
I like
soccer.
soccer better. I'm sorry.
I like hockey more than soccer.
I do too. Just because it's a little more fast paced.
But Tanner, I like watching soccer with your dad. That's cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Tanner's dad is really into soccer, so or football.
Yeah,
If that's what you
You
want.
don't have to live with you don't have to live with it though.
Yeah, I'm sure it gets kind of
well,
weird.
your dad yelling at the TV and stuff.
Whenever his favorite team scores and you have to hear a goal really loud.
All
That's,
right, that's like my dad watching the College World Series. So he's always yeah, baby, clapping and stuff. So, by the way, have
um,
y'all been watching that?
have I been watching the College World Series? Not
Like
really, no.
the super regionals and stuff.
After Arkansas was eliminated, I didn't really watch much.
Oh,
I
yeah, man.
might once they get to the World Series, I might.
You might just check in on it. Try to
Isn't this the
follow it a
last
little
year
bit.
they're playing it in Omaha?
No, they're playing in Omaha all the time. It's just they last year was the last time they played in Rosenblatt Stadium. They moved to a bigger stadium.
And see, I watched this thing on Outside the Lines First Report uh, about Rosenblatt Stadium and how like in the tradition of it and stuff, and
Yeah,
like it kind of made me sad watching it. I was just like,
that was the idea.
yeah, people were like talking about how much they're gonna miss it and stuff, and like had the feeling like this one guy that worked there was talking about how one guy that had been to the World Series like every year since he was a kid, always wanted to go down on the field, and one day he got some sort of pass, and he was on the field and he just started crying
Oh
like a
wow.
grown man. He was just crying because he was so happy that he was actually standing on the field.
wow.
Yeah, I was like, man, that's intense.
Yeah.
And I never really watched the College World Series until a couple of years ago when Arkansas went to it, and I mean the atmosphere there was it was really awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it'll be better in these bigger stadiums because maybe it'll be able to.
Well, it's gained popularity over the past few years, and they probably do need.
I mean, it's slowly gaining popularity. I wish it would pick up quicker because the more coverage of it, like if they covered it like they covered college football, then it would. Well, I mean, then it has to get more. It has to become more popular. But it used to be a lot more popular than it is now. Like about
Yeah,
10 years ago, everybody watched it. Now, like for some reason, nobody cares. Everybody's so hyped up on the quick, fast-paced stuff like football and basketball, like they forget to appreciate baseball.
yeah, and that's kind of where we're at right now. I mean,
Actually, I mean, I've changed over the past couple weeks. I like
I know
baseball.
you haven't even watched. Have you even watched part of a game this
Oh
year?
yeah, I've started watching game baseball
Remember
this
the
year.
last time we recorded an episode of the score, you said that you hadn't even watched
Well,
any.
okay. Well, one reason why I haven't watched baseball was because before the All Star break in the MLB, it's almost a waste of time. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, of course your record matters and all that stuff, but like when it comes to like stat races and races to get the like Cy Young races and all that stuff, none of it matters till after the All Star break. You look at a guy like what was his name, Jimenez or Ubaldo Jimenez
All
last year. He was like
yeah,
18-0 or something like that going into the All Star break, and then after that, like
he
pooped his
stunk.
pants. Yeah, he just stunk. So I mean, he was completely out of the race.
And we were talking about that about how we thought he was going to win the Cy Young,
Yeah, everybody was,
and then craps his pants.
yeah, because now I realize you can't drink the Kool Aid until after the All Star break.
Yeah,
So I mean, I'm not like I'm gonna follow the College World Series right now because I get my baseball fix and it's exciting until the All Star break is over and you get the pennant races and stuff. So
yeah. But on a baseball note, Derek Jeter has been put on the DL.
yes, I saw that 15 days. So it's not it's just 2 weeks.
But that's the first time that he's been on injured reserve since like 2003 or
Really?
something like that. Yeah,
Wow, he's
that's,
Iron Man, dude.
that's the